get it for you. I don't know who you are, but if you want to join the
I used to play with like I know Ray and stuff. In real life.
sorry, you don't owe an explanation to me. I'm just saying I don't. I'm not outraged that you're asking for this link, but I'm saying if you want to join the
Just, if you have a Dota 2 client, you can just join the lobby as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying do you play with these guys?
I haven't played for ages.
Okay. Well, if you're ever interested, just let us know. Well, this is essentially it's a giant shit posting WhatsApp essentially.
By the way, just hold on a second. People confirm that you can hear my voice and everyone else in this Discord.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go. Ready to go.
Sorry, what were you saying before?
There's a giant shit posting WhatsApp if you want to join. Where
sure.
Yeah. So just send me on Discord your phone number and I'll add it to my sex registry.
That's why he quit med in the first place.
No, that was all the bodies.
Sorry.
But this second, yeah.
Sorry.
The bodies that I collected and sent straight to Simon for his orgies. Is this all being streamed? I hope so. Let's start. Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Not even here, and I hear this shit.
Alrighty, we have Team NG and Team Lockdown5eva. Round 2, round 1 went to Team NG, which has been a bit of a dark horse this TD. A team to watch out for. But I feel like in every TD, there's always a team that's like, you're not sure how they're going to go until they smash it. So there's always like a favorite team and a team that's like, not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here for game one, so if we could just ask someone like Kenny or Danny, if you give us like...
I think on the stream you're a little soft, Stu, for some reason. Like on Discord you're normal, but on the stream you're actually much softer than everyone else.
Oh really? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, how about now?
I'll have to wait. There's a delay on the stream.
Yeah. It's like, it should be a lot more now.
Oh, start the game. Who's the lobby leader?
Is the stream the domestic?
Yeah.
I didn't see like a live stream link.
So you got to go to videos, and then don't click upload. Instead of uploads, click all videos.
Tim, oh wait, no one.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? All good? Better?
Live now? Yeah, I'll send you the actual link. Hold on. Yeah, I mean I can hear you in the Discord.
I think I can hear you better, but I think everyone else is still a bit louder than you are. So you can turn it up a little bit.
I'll turn you guys down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I see it.
Alright, that's a lot better. I can hear everyone now. Cool. Alright, we're good to go.
Do you need to join a channel, Stu?
Yeah, okay. No. We'll just stream on Discord.
As in join a broadcast channel in the lobby.
My bad. Alright, let's go. I'll join with Jamie and Damien. Alright, let's go. So, I think coming into this match, we're going to see that Justin will definitely step up his game. He does not want to lose a second one.
Oh, really?
You need to click camera, Stu. What the fuck
Are you sure, Stuart, about that? I feel like...
No, he will especially...
like Justin really wants to lose.
He'll put in more effort this time.
Who wants to be camera?
I'm camera.
I mean, do you think he wasn't putting in effort last game? Like, I feel like
I'm just saying that, like, what I'm trying to get at is that, like, look, he's gonna, like, I think he has to change up his strategy from last game. It's just that it just didn't work. There's a lot of dis-synergies, and so they're gonna pay particular attention to their drafting this time around. I mean, last draft was not that great. You have Grimstroke into Wyvern, like a lot of dis-synergies, but we'll see how we go.
I don't know, like. Actually, if we throw to people who know what they're talking about, what do you think the holes in the draft last time were? When I looked at those drafts, it didn't seem that. Obviously, we saw that dis-synergy once or whatever, but it wasn't that problematic. It was. Do you think the Lesh needs to change? Do you think he needs to play like a Bristle or whatever he's had success with before?
Yeah, we discussed it in the last game's draft.
I think it was okay, just for the fact that they had no initiation.
Yeah, no initiation. Lesh isn't the hardest, the easiest hero there.
Yeah, and Justin, if Justin wanted to initiate, he'd have to get like a super early BKB and start the fight with the Yules. And that's kind of
Axe ban as well.
Like he queued it up pretty early, like relative.
Yeah, they just
but he didn't just get that timing. On
yeah, they just couldn't get it like in time. Like whereas Taka had like an easier time. Like I think both teams had like a similar strategy in terms of like Taka starts a fight with a astral imprisonment and then they follow up with the assault. And
are we gonna see the same picks from NG this time around? They've banned kind of similar heroes this last round. You're gonna see the Tide Hunter again. We're gonna see was it Abaddon? Yeah, Abaddon. We're gonna see the Wyvern again.
Can someone explain to me why this constant Druid ban against Team NG? Who's the Druid player?
Taka.
Taka.
Does he play it that much? I played so much TD with Druid.
Yes, the
with
standard
Taka,
Grim
never seen
pick.
Druid.
I think he hasn't played it that much, but he's good enough with it that he can play it decently.
Wait, so they picked Milo. So Radiant had Grim last game. So Lockdown5eva had Grim last time. Now it's on Team NG. Jakiro and Disruptor. Wow, big change up.
Ooh.
As we expected. Like I said before, they're going to drastically change up their lineup. They just simply didn't work last game.
I mean, these are just comfort heroes, right? Like Lap's Jakiro, Milo's Disruptor. They're like.
But Wyvern is also Lap's comfort pick from last game as well.
Sort of. Like he does play Wyvern, but I think like with Lap playing the Wyvern, it's sometimes hard to know when to pull the ult off, and some of that decision making can be difficult.
Wyvern is very like picky in terms of you have to have the right situation to play him. Like I've many times played Wyvern and the ulti hasn't gone well. We go pick up Sand King. Nice pick. Good initiation. Good AoE stun. Not AoE stun, sorry. Good ulti.
It is. You can ravage with it.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially with the Grimstroke. Very nice first two picks.
Is there a combo to Grim and Sand King?
Yes.
Yeah, you double stun.
Double stun. Yeah, perfect.
Kenny, what are you trying to say?
Yes. What I was gonna say is that I think the last game, the drafts is actually very hard for a Wyvern. Like there are some games where a Wyvern has like a very easy time in like deciding when he needs to ult, whereas last game it's actually much harder to decide when he needs to ult, and that's when I think Lap gets put under pressure and he doesn't know when exactly to ult.
Yeah. The decision making is just a bit different. And he just feels a lot more comfortable in that. And also, I think
you really got to pick a hero. You got 10
you can
seconds
just,
left.
it's not all about this big cooldown spell, right? You can be a bit more active.
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
Pressure's a little bit off, but we've seen the race Anking. It's an absolute fucking menace, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm really always confused when I see the Druid. Is that like, yeah, I know Taka plays Druid, but we talk about the Hanju Sanking being like a surefire ban. I just feel like the race Sanking's got to be up there as well. It just kills me.
Next picks, what are we thinking of this lineup? Any ideas of what the player's going to pick?
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick.
Ray's playing the Sand King, right? So when we saw that last game with against your team, Hanju. And he was really good at it.
Yeah, he kind of stomped our lane, so
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Just go for a line. It's a solid.
All right.
What offense does Windy play?
Plays a bunch. Plays like Centaur. You might see that. Still Dawnbreaker if they want to pick
It's
that.
been pressing Spirit Breaker.
There we go. Spirit Breaker.
There it is.
Good. There it is. Okay. Good initiation there. I feel
Very
like they
strong
don't
story at the
have.
moment.
I think Team Justin need a tanky boy at the moment.
Oh no, Spirit Breaker does that role. He just charges in a lot of disruptions. Pretty tanky.
10 seconds to pick your hero.
Also really good with the
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
stat resist.
Yeah, the thing about scary Spirit Breaker is that anytime you show the map, just assume you're being charged, because like if you're by yourself, you're definitely getting charged.
That's a good point.
It keeps constant pressure on the enemy team.
Yeah, it kind of stops like these kind of split pushes kind of things. So that's why it's really good. It's a really underrated fact about the heroes that kind of closes off the map.
The Team NG have been playing this Death War team very well. They kind of run together. Like not really a split pushing kind of draft. So it might not really matter to them. And with the SB here, like if you get like he likes charging in, like kind of running, kiting in and out of fights, right? But if they have a Grimstroke, makes it a bit harder for him to do that.
What
SB gets niched.
Needed is effectively if you lock onto Sand King, and then therefore you can just dust him as soon as you get in. That's always a good thing to do.
Can you cast Grim ult on SB mid charge?
Oh, as in like would it lock him down?
If he links to
if he latches to something,
Oh, he
else,
latches,
he
will
will.
lock it down.
He
Oh,
also does
that's not
landing.
bad. Yeah, that's good. So then you just always, as a Grim, maybe target the SB with your ulti, and then Lena can go in and ulti on top of your ulti.
He needs to be next to someone.
Yeah. So there's a lot of synergies on NG's team.
Yeah, it's like they're probably gonna put Art on Lena. They did reasonably well.
Oh, Bloodseeker. Well, that is a good counter to SB.
SB
That is
counter.
a SB counter and a half. That is going to
Don't
be...
catch him early, but
So who is seeing right now? Sand King's going to be played by who? Ray. Sorry. Grim is going to be played by... Is it Fred?
Milo.
Milo.
Oh,
No. Fred. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lena...
Lena's gonna be on Arthur.
Arthur.
And Bloodseeker's gonna be on.
So is that mid Taka? So that's a mid Bloodseeker, right?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like, can I ask? Surely they didn't pick the Bloodseeker as a counter for the Spirit Break. It seems like always will pick to,
yeah,
like,
does
it's
seem
windy,
like
right? Like, you want to be, but it's also a good counter for Justin, who probably will try and pick like a semi-mobile hero.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny because I also have the Rupture.
Yeah, it's got Rupture.
Yeah.
It's got like the silence and the AOE. It synergizes as well with Sand King goes in and the blood. I like about NG's team is a lot of stuns. It's really good. That's pretty solid.
I also find it interesting that they're picking NG last consistently. Like
It's position 1.
no, but in other TDs, like NG's always been like a pick 3 or a pick 4.
No, they picked Drow really early last game.
I didn't see.
Oh, that's the Justin Tiny, infamous.
Could also be the J Tiny.
What are we thinking at the moment in terms of picks? So we have NG last, and also who we're missing at the moment. Essentially,
Justin or Jay.
Jay,
10 seconds
yeah.
left to pick a hero. Yeah, 5 seconds
Drafter
left
could
now.
pop off if you get some good ults. They're like the other team's so dependent on spells.
Yeah. But it's Milo.
He's been playing really well, right? Like,
Yeah. I'm just
Milo's
talking
not definitely
I'm-
not at his rank.
I think NG would like to pick an Ursa here. I think that's actually not too bad. He has a lot of. His team provides a lot of lockdown for an Ursa as well.
I would argue that Jay's probably looking at an Ursa too, right? Like something that will, like, if they both pick farmy heroes, like Jay's spoken to me often about.
Ursa's a bit harder to play into the Radiant lineup because they have a lot of like leashes and stuns and things to kite.
Oh, there's the Ursa ban.
The Ursa did get banned, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know how I reckon Jay would have been lining that up.
I think for the Dire, I think Max would be a pretty good pick.
10 seconds to pick your hero.
Just because you can invest if you get ruptured, and also you have a lot of spell immunity for the rest of the team.
I haven't seen Jay.
Yeah, I
play
think
with
that's
it.
a good Lifestealer and into the Spirit Breaker as well is insane.
Oh, Nyx is a good pick, actually.
Yeah, so Lifestealer go into the Spirit Breaker, charge in. You have spell immunity against essentially most of their lineup. It's pretty good.
It's huge.
One of
Or just
Justin
eat the
sees
same
it.
thing.
They're really eating into the reserve time.
Oh, Dire team ban.
Ban rating.
How about CK into this
As in CK pick for which side?
for the Dire? You could blow up
Same
Grim,
thing.
blow
I
up
think
the
you might
Lena.
need a bit more range damage, wouldn't you?
You really
Like a
gotta pick
ranged
hero. You got 10
DPS.
seconds left.
You got 2 range supports.
5
You got a
seconds,
Spirit
Morty.
Breaker.
It'll be fine.
I think it's not too bad,
Yeah.
but it's a bit hard to play
Oh, they
into.
banned the Lifestealer. Wow, why would they ban the Lifestealer themselves? Okay, interesting.
Interesting.
I reckon it might be a J Tiny, and they might be looking for like who's a magic mid that Justin might play.
DP maybe,
Yeah, something like that.
Not
but even
good.
DP gets kind of ruined by the Radiant
10
draft.
seconds to
Right?
pick your
Yeah.
hero, you moron.
Justin does like playing the pushy heroes.
5 seconds left. now.
Lifesteal is a counter to Tiny.
Hey, MZ.
Mhm.
I'm only here if there's OD, but there's no OD, so I'm gonna leave.
See you later.
You missed first game.
Oh, I watched the YouTube stream. It was pretty
Oh,
good.
you did.
Can someone like just invite
Oh,
them out?
oh.
Like,
So
yeah, you can zoom out with a scroll wheel and you can see more of the fight. Thanks.
It's an NG Bloodseeker and a Taka Morphling.
NG.
That's a
I'm not a fan of this Morphling pick.
It doesn't fit with the tempo of the rest of the game, right?
I think
it's alright.
Spirit Breaker's gonna get the Spirit Vessel charging against like a Morphling, and you Spirit Vessel the Morphling essentially.
But
you don't like going Vessel on Spirit Breaker these days.
It gets hard countered by a
Drow.
Spirit Breaker and a Disruptor.
That's not a bad pick.
Disruptor that makes it very scary for more.
Yeah.
That's not
a great one where he just gets glimpsed and ulted.
Oh no, it's Jay.
Yeah. Taka mid with Morphling. Yeah, okay, cool. Alrighty.
Wow, it's interesting that the Drow got left through, and then they didn't pick it, and then it actually ended up going till the very end, and then the other team.
It's a Spirit Breaker. It's not scary for Drow.
Okay.
But even this game, I think it's scary for Drow. Like, Sand King jumps you, Morphling jumps you.
Yeah.
They do have tiny SP to kind of frontline, so.
Yeah.
They do, but they do have a lot of backline jump with the Sand King and Morph.
Yeah, and Ray was pretty good with his jumps yesterday. So.
Because I think if you just have NG, Rupture, Justin, and you leash onto, like, say if you leash onto the front line, which is going to be SP and Tiny, like, the likelihood that the Grimlord is going to hit SP and Tiny is pretty high. Like, it's just both of them, and then you Rupture both of them, and then the Sand King and the Morphling jumps on the back line. I think that's a bit of a...
Who's NG's mid? Bloodseeker?
No, NG's playing
Taka on Morph.
Morph is going to be mid.
Have you guys seen much of Taka's Morph?
It's pretty good. Taka used to
One of
play a
his
lot.
more regular heroes, but he just doesn't play it in our kind of games because.
I think also the fact that like Taka can morph into SB and he can morph into Sand King, and they can get double Oro.
Oh yeah, they can do that.
If he gets an Ags, that's actually really strong. Super strong.
Does the Sandstorm stack?
I think it will.
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around.
Because I think like in that case, if he gets an Ags, if it goes late, then they can just double borrow J or whatever. Or double borrow and just keep everyone locked down for ages.
Alright, call it.
I like Team NG's draft. But I haven't seen Taka's Morph. You guys say it's good, so I'll keep an eye out for it. See how it goes.
Yeah, I like to see the execution of... I think it's Justin's. I'm interested to see how Windy plays at Spirit Breaker.
Oh, he's doing the double guns of strength.
Spirit Breaker is an interesting character to pick. I think it's like a very disruptive kind of character if you can play it right. I think the failures of an SBs I've seen in ranked matches and obviously on Archon level pretty shit is that they start to gank too much and they just lose levels and they just fall behind in the game.
Yeah, that's common. Just charging everywhere.
Yeah, I think play him like a Fury, and you want to split up the map, charge one side, make them rotate, get pickoffs on the other side.
Game starts. It started.
I like Dire, to be honest.
I think NG's team can be stronger, but it's just much harder to execute.
Who has the late game in both teams?
It's pretty close. So Bloodseeker kind of falls off, but Morph can kind of take the. There's Drow and Tanya's a pretty strong combo.
I'd say it's pretty close, but I think late game 101, like, I think Bloodseeker actually, if he goes ultra late into a carry mode, I think he can actually out man-fight a Tiny. Especially with the shard.
But what about SB? Like, just unlocking him?
That's true, but then, like, I'm just saying in a man-fight, like a pure 101. But, like, because you can say the same for, like, Sand King and all of them, the Grim Stroke on. It just depends on how the fight goes.
Sure.
I think playing Bloodseeker as a hyper carry could work out if they wanted to.
Are you talking to me?
Because I think he actually has a lot of the move speed that can make him just run down like a Tiny or an SB or a Drow really quickly.
Yeah, but if Windy plays well and just constantly charges him, makes it really hard for him to actually run it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit hard.
And
But, you know, if he does that, he'll give more for free time.
Yeah, I've seen some like hyper carry Bloodseekers in my games where they just like go like super late game items and then just like outman fight any carry 1-on-1. Just because the Blood Rage gives so much attack speed.
Oh, they're back. Who would have thought? Who would
Yeah,
have
it's pretty good against tanky boys when you get the shard.
Yeah.
So, out of the lanes, who is winning which lane? Oh, look, Ray's going on. He gets away with maybe 2 hits.
Oh, Milo.
And Milo might be overstepped his boundary. And first blood will go to Arthur.
You've just achieved.
I think this Lina Sanking lane is very strong. Said it yesterday where, you know, Sanking just stuns someone, Lina follows up, and a lot of damage.
Double stun, yeah.
Interesting that he started Sandstorm.
I honestly would have thought it would have been better to lane the Grim
I
with
think
the Sand King
Arthur's
and the
doing.
Lina.
I gotta say, Arthur's doing really well as a position 4 right now, like zoning Jay out. I mean, they're both. Well, just Arthur's a level ahead at the moment.
Because I think with the Grimstroke and the Sand King, you have like enormous kill potential.
In mid lane, we can see that. Actually, no, Justin and Taka are fairly even right now. In trade.
Yeah, with what you were saying, Ken, like, I think Lina and Bloodseeker is a bit weaker of a lane. Because you don't really have setup for each skill.
That's true.
Whereas Grimstring just put the E on Bloodseeker, he runs stuns, then W's.
That is very true.
Also, doesn't Lina need a bit more farm?
Lina's okay as a 5. It does a lot with just like an Ethan.
True.
Nice to get the heals.
Like at this level, like 4 and 5 isn't that much of a difference.
Yeah. Like we saw with Fred's fucking Dark Portrait. Oh my god.
I deny you.
I think NG's.
Go on.
I think NG's doing quite well in the lane right now.
Yeah, let's go through the lanes, Kenny. Talk us through it. So let's look at bot first. Spirit Breaker, Jakiro versus the Grim and the Bloodseeker. Who's meant to win and how's it playing out?
I'd say Bloodseeker should probably win this lane just because Bloodseeker is just a really strong laner.
Yeah. And they are winning it.
They kind of harass him down, he just sustains everything.
Yeah, he just out-sustains you, and he can just whack you every time he's free.
And what's the Bloodseeker like? What are the time? What's his item build most likely going to look like?
I think that's really dependent on.
Oh, I missed the kill.
How they want to play the Bloodseeker.
Taka has gone on. Sorry, yeah, Justin has gone to Taka and killed him.
What the fuck?
First mid.
He probably morphed down to like regen, and then Taka tossed something at him or something.
Maybe.
So was that if it depends whether he goes hyper carry or more utilities? Are you saying?
Yeah, it just depends on whether they want to play Taka as a hyper carry or
Charge by Windy.
NG as it.
Lap going in. Dual fire breath.
Why does he put it on himself?
Yeah, he should.
He does this a lot. Like he's got to put this ally, not himself.
Yeah.
I thought Bloodseeker struggles.
Like Lap is trying to man fight at the moment.
I would honestly prefer.
NG's getting gone on. Oh, he was a little bit too greedy there. I think he should have just gone back and regen, but you know, thought he could heal himself up.
I think I'd like to see NG play like a bit of a hyper carry role, like SMY BKB, but I don't know if he will.
The carry build is you go Maelstrom or something to farm.
Yeah, Maelstrom to farm and then SMY BKB.
It's also a lot of damage with your blood
yeah.
rage.
Especially with the shard, blood rage into the shard, like he can man fight Justin really well. And then Taka can. I think Taka will go the standard E-Blade just to blow up like the backline, the supports, or the drow like, before she gets a BKB and things like that.
Arthur with a good pull here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Justin's hunting Taka right now, but not going to do any damage. Just give him a few whacks.
Mid lane. we've already seen a kill go the way of Justin, but how do you reckon this lane should be playing out? Is it already a 500, 600 net worth lead going Justin's way?
I think Tiny should eke it out, but I think that the lead deaths was
when he's getting
pretty
gone
crucial.
Yeah, should just be a farm lane.
Yeah, they should just be trading farm.
I mean, 600 is a pretty big gap at 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's just that one death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it doubles in the middle.
I think Taka can, because he can just get an early mask if he wants to, and just catch up with the jungle if he really needs.
And then top, we've already seen First Blood go with Milo die, but it's a disrupted Drow versus the Lena Sand King. Double stun on the die.
Double stun always super strong, so I think Jay definitely going to get booted out of the lane quite soon.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's kind of pretty even, isn't it? Like mid be getting one by Justin, but then the side lane's kind of going one apiece, sort of. Not a lot separating it, right?
Wow, Justin going on Taka? Oh.
I would say that I think in terms of pure drafts, like Radiant should have the advantage, but I think what's happened is I think they've made a few mistakes.
When he's charging into Fred,
and they've given up deaths that didn't need to happen.
Lab's committed too far, yep.
Too greedy.
Yeah, Lab got too greedy there. He's gonna go now.
It's a free kill.
I hate to say this, but Fred rushed the energy boost, 800 gold for like a larger mana pool, but it doesn't actually give you more mana. At least to go and die in Fountain.
Also,
give you regen and stuff.
Fred really loves his Atos, and I usually don't agree with the Atos. I notice he goes Atos a lot on Grim.
The double Atos isn't a big deal for you?
It's okay.
Double Atos into a Bloodseeker ult. I mean, it's not terrible.
I think Atos is an item that you would like to get when your team lacks lockdown, but they have so much lockdown on their team.
MG's going on Lab.
First rupture.
I think Lab should stop moving. Lab should stop moving. Okay. Lab moved himself to death. Idea is, I guess, that for Lab's movement there, he should have stayed still and let Windy go in and disrupt and man fight the Bloodseeker one-on-one.
I think
Ray
just really want that Fred kill, and they just keep this.
Oh yeah.
We go. Jay's getting gone on by Ray, and
he's already used his stun. He'll work it off. But I think with those lap kills, he's just like that half an inch too forward, right? Like
his positioning is still a little bit off.
Oh, Jay's greedy.
Jay,
man fighting.
I'll tell you what, Arca's Lena has been on point.
Everything's been on point lately. I'm gonna say that, right?
Pretty good.
I think that
Is he got his booster playing for him again?
That was a mad misplay by the Drow.
Yeah, it was.
Interesting that Raiding go single point Caustic Phenomenon. It just seems so valuable.
I think Justin has to go an Echo Saber into a blink and
alright, Taka, Justin are rushing. Justin, Taka just gets the haste rune.
And Arthur's rotated through. I mean, Arthur's also been great about his mid rotations, right? Like he's been pretty.
I don't know. He just came in as a leech XP. So.
Yeah, that was.
You only get more.
I think stealing, I think one really good move he always makes is stealing the 4-minute value.
Yeah,
that's always really good.
Does Morph normally get his ulti early?
Sorry.
Does
NG's going on SB right now. I think it's going to dive a little deep. No, NG's going straight in. They're going to go for him, but he's going to TP out with no stun.
I think there's decent value if you're versing a Tiny. You have a pretty good toss combo.
Especially mid, if you pause one, you generally just want to
that mask.
Not as much.
I feel like with Taka,
Ray's being charged at the moment by the SB. I think they're going to go on 3 onto top. They've cancelled.
They cancelled it.
I think if I was playing Morph mid, I would have skipped the boost and just went straight, Morph mask.
Lab's going to spot Fred.
I don't think anything's going to happen. It's okay, because you have bottle, you kind of sustain yourself a bit. You don't need it as much as pause one more.
But I think if you I reckon if you keep yourself relatively topped up, then you can kind of at least trade right clicks with Justin a bit better.
Ray's going on. Ray's going on Jay. But then he gets sent back by Milo. Good ult.
That was a very nice glimpse.
Good glimpse, yeah. Saved Jay's life.
I don't think Taka wants to be trading hits with Justin. Like he's got so much armor, it's not gonna do that much more efficient.
I think Taka right now is going on trying to look to see if he can get a kill on Jay. He's got his haste rune. Ray's gonna initiate on Jay.
Oh what?
Oh, but nope. Arthur's been distracted by the disruptor.
Oh, he's gonna get the glimpse.
Oh wow.
Wait, whose wall is that?
That's Milo's wall.
Oh,
good glimpse.
Oh, it helped him.
Oh wow. And Jay's gonna turn it around. No, didn't get the stun off. I think they're gonna back now.
Wait, Sand King died in all of that.
That's been charging Taka.
Can stun him.
But I don't think they can get a kill here.
And the Taka could have disrupted.
I just gotta wait for him.
Oh, 4 top.
Oh, big rupture on Jay.
Yeah, big rupture on Jay.
The little wall. Oh, Jay walks forward.
Oh no.
Up a big dick.
And
NG's super fast from everyone's low health right now.
Yeah.
He's just gonna chase down Lap all the way. Level 8 versus level 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Taka's gonna give him a little nudge to help him the right way.
He's got stick charges as well. Should be a free tower here.
Yeah.
It's really good TPs. That's I think one thing that NG will do that Jay won't is that he'll TP to fights early.
I think Milo did a lot of work that fight though. To give him credit for that.
Yeah. I mean, they're disengaged, but they just decided to chase for more. They thought they were strong. But to morph, you just morph all this health up, they can't kill them.
I mean, we joke about it, but like, that's twice now that Jay's kind of turned back into his death, right?
Turn back into what, sorry?
I think he just tried to get a kill before.
Before he died.
He wouldn't get out.
Yeah, but they disengaged and then he kept coming. They came back in.
Taka smoked. They're gonna go for another kill or try and gank.
Because they killed Ray and then Windy charged in. So
oh, they're gonna run into Jay. They're gonna run into Jay. Nope.
I think Windy baited his team. Really
he got baited by the SP.
Yeah.
Alright,
oh, here we go. They see the lap. They're gonna go on lap.
The lap. I love it.
The lap.
Kill the lap.
Oh, they're gonna get him.
Sidestep.
Oh, don't TP in. Okay, good. That'll be a dumb move.
Very brave.
Another jib mate. Alright, so Kenny and Danny. Let's talk about like win conditions here, like in terms of timing. Is it just a farm fest? We've already seen like really active movements from both the Bloodseek, like position 1 and 2, and Taka's team. Like, what are the timings? What's the win conditions?
Well, Team NG's doing what they should do, just running at them. They're stronger earlier.
Russia.
And Drow
they
and
kind of
Tiny
scale as well, right? It's not like they're not just a.
They definitely scale, but they're just stronger earlier.
Yeah, I think they're definitely stronger earlier. They just need to keep playing aggressively.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that will tip them over the edge to make them like really strong, like a really strong team, is when if Taka decides to get like an E-Blade and to blow up Jay before he wants to get like a BKB, because as a Drow you really want to get like a few stat items before you get your BKB up. So I think he actually has a really good timing if he wants to go an early E-Blade to really just blow Drow up.
He's already going for the Yash, the Manta though, so if you're not rushing it, there's no point getting it.
Yeah,
and like in terms of tools of accessing that Drow, you've got obviously the Morph Dive, the Sand King. That's enough, right? You don't really need to itemize more than that. Yeah, okay. How about, I mean, let's talk about Justin. Justin's got his giant farm lead like he always does, right? Like 1,000 lead on the next guy.
I think what Justin really needed, I think because Tiny is so tanky, I think he can actually like forego a BKB and get the blink first and try to make like a gank with your SB. Yeah. Like just play the map on the opposite side. I think you can. Like I think if you split the other team up, they want to play as 5, right? So if you can split the other team up, I think it's worth it to get. I mean, because
go on.
If Justin's farming his BKB, Jay's trying to farm. They have like the Radiant have all this time right now where Justin's not doing anything, Jay's not doing anything, and they're left with 2 supports, and then SB trying to do
and you're
everything.
Seeing it right now, like SB's dead, But like, I mean, Justin's not known. Like he's not the kind of guy that's gonna make those movements till he's probably looking to get that BKB, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
because he recognizes obviously like the Radiant are really strong. Without if you don't have your BKB, but I think
at this pace, especially with this double damage on Taka, at this pace, like that BKB may not come in time, right? Like that could be a game-losing item.
Yeah, I think they really needed to like make Justin a bit more sacrificial for Jay.
Yeah.
And just make space for Jay and Justin just run around with the SP with a blink.
Alright, Arthur's going up. Team Radiant's gonna go and try and hunt.
Yeah. I think this is the reason why I thought it might have been a Jay Tiny. It's just that when we used to play Justin as Tiny, like it would be like me and CK and like you as another enabler, and we would just run around as 4, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, when you take 2 cores out of the action, and especially when like Taka's team is executing such a great like fast-paced game, they've already taken top tower, taken bottom tower, and they're moving almost like clockwork to the mid tower. And Justin's not ready to fight this, right?
Yeah, he definitely isn't ready to fight. Half a BKB.
Taka's being charged too. Big ulti by Ray. Good tanking ulti. Grimstroke ulti as well.
Just Grim ult. So much stun.
Really good execution.
Like, that's all 3 towers go. I mean, this is like Justin's worst nightmare.
And you can see, and you can see the good discipline from I think the Radiant team. They got their fight, they got their 2 kills, and they got out. They didn't want to stay around and just potentially die. That's a good team discipline there.
I must admit, I'm getting flashbacks of Tim on that Leshrac game. Like like it's the pace at which they're playing this. There's no time to breathe. If you're Team Justin and Jay, what do you reckon the comms are saying right now? It's like, find me space, we need to group up. I'm not seeing any of that on the map right now.
I think it's just leave Jay to keep farming. I mean, like, Jay does best like, typically when you play with Jay, right, you just, as a 4, you go and you try and ganks and take fights and just keep giving Jay space, and it comes back as really massive later on. I think that's kind of the play that you probably want to be looking at the moment. I think ganking at the moment is, they're not as strong, so they're going to have to stay back and farm.
Yeah, I think this game's really on Windy. Like his
charge, Windy. Speaking of Windy, he's going on, but he's gonna run
like tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's
gonna win. 2K from that BKB. We really should be abandoning that at this point, right?
It's pretty close. So.
Is
he? Yeah, he's just got the recipe.
Oh, okay, he just cleared the wave.
But like, I think the issue is that like, even as a Tiny, the moment you get your BKB, you're not really that effective either because you're just getting kited really hard. Like. I think the way the Dire team really wanted to play this is to really split the other team up, like try really hard to split the other team up, so that they couldn't move as 5.
I gotta say, it's so impressive that Team Taka is playing, like executing as well as they have been in the last couple of days. Like for a team that's like barely trained, for a team that is full of like these absolute weirdo.
Charge? Windy's going into
just so smooth.
Yeah,
I love it.
Their execution is really, really well.
Like, you're seeing all their 3,000 games together right now, right? Like it's just, Jesus, it's very impressive.
I think also the discipline as well. Like they know when to take fights, when to bail out of fights, or when to sack someone.
But like Danny said, moving Ray to 3 was the biggest thing.
Ray had to be 3. Though. I don't know why you'd have him anywhere else.
I think they're looking to go on the bot lane. They really want to take a tower. They've got no towers, whereas Team Radiant has taken all their tier 1 towers.
I think that net is it with
if you're asking what they're thinking at the moment, Luxman, I think it'd be like, we need to take a tower. That's like the key priority for them.
Yeah, or I mean, I don't even know if it's tower taking. It's just split this group of 5, this gang squad that's running at us.
But like you said, like you commented, that the NG's team is well coordinated, so they're always together now. Like it's really hard to split them. They're not like. I don't know.
As in, you want to split them by applying lane pressure on all the lanes.
Push out to the lanes. So let's see here. If top was pushed down to top tower, then you then have to go defend it, and then that's split up, and then you get space as a result of it.
Well, Dire's about to take their first tier 1. It's going to be the bot lane going to win. Oh, going to Windy. I think NG is going to sack it, but they're going to go target J. They look like they're positioning to try and find where he is.
Like, it's just, the moment you lose all your tier 1s like this, it's just really hard for Jay to find farm at all. I don't think Jay's ever going to come online, and I think that the win condition on the Dire team is for Jay to come online, and I don't think he's actually ever going to come online because the tier 1s are all down now.
Oh, don't do that, Jay.
I think he should be fine. If the other teams, everyone's got TP, he should be safe.
Yeah, so what's the next objective, Kenny? If you're Team Taka, or Team NG, sorry, I should say.
If you're Team NG, you just keep choking them out like this.
Top tower?
What they're doing.
Top tower.
Take control of their jungle. Half the jungle, you can see half the maps. Like, Dire have so little space to farm in right now. Like, they're closing it in.
That said, So the farm's not terrible for Jay right now, right? He's got something. Like I know the map looks really dire, but he's got 8.5.
But I think the issue with Drow is that you need some you need key items. It's not that you need a lead, but you need key items, and I think.
Oh, here we go.
Like he needs 3 stat items. He needs like.
I think they know that.
And then he needs the BKB on top of that. And I don't think he's gonna.
Sorry, there's a fight going on. Windy's being leashed.
Big Grim.
NG. Oh, nice double ulti, double stun. No. Wow, what a bait by NG's team.
That they trade right for it.
Yeah.
Oh, John's getting on by Bloodseeker.
Oh, that's a man fighting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they need to. I think Team Dire. They're chasing Fred, but that's not the target because NG is going to chase their other support.
NG's
oh my god,
right
now.
Oh wow. Look, Taka's just morphed into Jakiro. NG's going to go around and try and kill. Don't go and just. Oh wow.
This is why NG
Oh no, he got greedy there. That's
underestimated the burst.
Oh wow, Taka.
Taka morphling.
Yeah, look at this. It's popping off. What are you guys doing banning the druid, man? Someone else is going to fight him. Jesus.
I mean, like, you saw it there. Like, NG was baiting Justin, and Justin took the bait. Like, oh my god. Taka with the throw.
Wasn't ready for that.
The throw.
It's just, well, I don't know if it was a throw. It was an item reveal, right? Like, they didn't know.
But let's talk about the fight just then. I mean, like, NG really got really coordinated. I mean, Justin I think looking at his character's movements, knew that it was kind of a bait, but he went in anyway, and he paid the price for it.
Honestly, that was kind of even. Like, both carries died, like, on both sides.
But
and
I think
it's Dire's behind, they're pretty happy with that.
I think Radiant would have won that fight. Well, I would say won that fight, but because they threw, they lost all their cores. But yeah, I think it was definitely Radiant won that fight.
Justin trying to change his reputation here as the bad boy of Dota 2. What's going on here? Look at this cocksucking that's happening in the old chat. I'm not a fan of this.
I think the main reason why Radiant, like, that fight came out so close was just because Ray unfortunately blinked into the Disruptor ult because he tried to stun on the Grim ult.
Yeah.
And he just died for nothing.
But I love the Oh, here we go. I love the coordination that happened between Grim and then NG's ulti and then Lena's ulti.
Radiant's middle tower is destroyed.
Justin took his mid tower. Happy.
Executing on it.
Interesting that NG went for the Gleipnir.
Yeah.
I think it's everyone's just baited by this Grimstroke. Everyone wants to get double stuff. The Gleipnir doubles, right?
The Gleipnir doesn't.
Oh, rest in peace.
What do you reckon with the...
Okay. We need
I think Glep is like...
Oh, they spot him. NG's put on the ulti. He can't run anywhere. He's going to have to fight. Good ulti by Milo.
Oh.
Very strong ulti by Milo.
It's really good for them.
Jay's going to go and clean up NG. Oh, what an ulti by Ray.
You know, they get their puzzle.
I think they can keep going on Jay there.
How did this turn to a 3-2 fight? It's insane. It's just...
I think
Taka's going to look to go on Jay.
Yeah,
they see him.
Here
we go. Ulti. Dual breath.
The 100% Ray should have gone in with him. I don't know.
Oh, wow, Jay.
Oh.
Justin's going to... Oh, Ray just short. Taka's got his spirit vessel on him.
There we go.
Toss.
They're out. But yeah, Ray.
Arthur's going to die here.
I think Ray 100% should have followed Taka in there.
Arthur's being charged.
And I think if he did, Justin would have been dead there as well.
Oh, can we see a Grim ulti here?
It's interesting to say in these fights, like, do you reckon the BKB's been more valuable than what a Blink might have been? He didn't use it in that fight because it was on cooldown, but the fight before, he used a full duration BKB.
I think definitely the BKB is definitely more useful in the fight. But I think if you got the BKB, if you got the Blink, I think like you would at least not be playing from this kind of position.
Yeah.
Jay might have had a better game.
Yeah, Jay would have had a better game, I reckon. And I think if Justin had some successful ganks, I think they would have been much more space on the map for the.
Yeah.
Jesus
I mean, so they've come out of 2 team fights. One where they might have probably snuck in the win in the first one, and definitely the second one they've lost. It's getting harder and harder to find that space. Jay's probably finished his mount. He's finished his mount and he's looking to buy a Lincoln Sphere next.
Yeah, I think it should be BKB.
Yeah,
I think it should
damage
be a BKB for sure.
Okay, I love Jay more than anything. He's one of my faves, but he's been picking a lot of like defensive items on hard carries lately, like the Hurricane Pikes and all that. We saw that on.
Saw that on Taka's.
Raised hunting at the moment.
Do you reckon they've got the damage with that? I know the Tiny's like a big burst, but surely Jay needs to sit back and rain hell on everyone, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I think Jay knew that they were there.
I think he needs a BKB to be able to do that, and I don't think the Lincolns will allow him to do that.
The Lincoln's gonna pop what? The Rupture.
Okay, counter smoke at the moment with Justin.
Stroke of Fate.
Ooh, is Taka gonna
They're gonna find Taka. They're gonna go find Taka.
But isn't there Blink? The Grim Silence?
Oh, nice.
Oh, get strength more for.
Oh, get the strength more for.
Oh, and the regen. Oh, let him get the regen. God. Oh, he's got earn anyway.
Oh, they're running to Arthur. NG's gonna look for a fight. Nope.
Jay's very isolated here. Taka sees him.
Jay's fucked.
Oh no. He's by himself.
Oh, the silence.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, they find Justin to the true side.
No dust, no detection.
They have a sentry there. Runs away.
Big kill on Jay there.
That's actually huge.
Yeah.
Man, we've been sleeping on this fucking team, guys.
Like, it's not too bad. Like, what die like Justin's so mad. It's so hard for them to kill him, right? You see the gold lead's only less than 1k because Justin's just been.
That's very true. Yeah.
14k now.
Yeah, so I don't like.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I was just gonna
What do you
make.
think about the Blink versus the Shadow Blade, though?
I think Shadow's fine at this point.
Yeah.
Change it.
You just want the Blink early because like that's your hunting one.
I think no one disputes Justin's ability to like just sheer.
Justin finds Ray.
His farm. But the question is, has it come at the cost of what Jay's game might have? Oh, look at that 3-man freaking nice one.
Oh wow, Ray got instantly deleted. But they're gonna find a kill on that. Silence miss. Why is NG running sideways? Okay.
He's gonna TP in the trees probably.
But it's being followed by his creep. I think Justin's gonna blink it.
He is.
No,
Oh my god.
Oh.
NG, you lucky motherfucker.
Come on, get.
How much has NG paid off Valve right now? There's no way that didn't get
Radiant's
by
bottom
that.
tower is under attack.
Taka went for an E-blade. I'm not a huge fan.
Isn't that what we were talking about? Like, I
Is there like a
suspect Kenny
standard
said that.
morphling?
Yeah, but you want to get it early before they have lines because now you can just manta it off, right? Maybe times the world just dodges it. So you're blowing up the disruptor essentially.
Can you
Jakira's a bit
manta off
tanky.
anything else? Is there anything else you'd be wanting to manta off? Like, you can't manta off the Grimstroke Silence, right?
You can.
Oh, well, I mean...
But even so, like...
You can measure off the silence on Bloodseeker if you ever get Blood Ridered.
So, like, I mean, what I'm saying is then, could you force the manta early and then come in with the...
It's a bit hard.
So you're spending, what, 4.5k to force a manta for your silence? I don't think that's worth it.
I think it's a bit hard execution-wise. That
Just get a bigger B and just man fight. Earlier bigger B.
Yeah.
I think because the issue is right now that like the problem with Radiant is both the mid, the morph, and the Bloodseeker have decided to go like this semi-utility, like nuki damage fighty build. Like no one's actually going to be the late game like hard carry insurance.
Yeah. So do you reckon it's like the next 10 minutes are critical and you start seeing the game swing back after that?
Yeah, because Justin is massive right now. They can't fight.
Yeah.
Justin is super massive. Like I really would have like if Taka is going to go this E-Blade BKB kind of build, I really wanted to see NG go like a hyper carry, like
sure.
shards, SMY, but like hard carry items and just man fight Justin in the end. Because that's like I think in all likelihood, like if the fights go like they are, like NG should survive at the end, Tiny should survive at the end, and then at the end it's a 1v1 between Bloodseeker and Tiny, I think.
I mean, he's going Skadi next, so like, it's not the worst carry build, like he'll still be doling out some pain, right?
I think the issue is that the Tiny will stay alive at the end, and that I think Morph cannot. I don't think Morph is very good at manning up on Tiny.
Speaking of which, the Dire team has started to look for a kill.
I'll take that.
I think they might find the SK here. They're gonna try and take it. They're gonna take Ray.
You can't take Ray.
Because
he's not a human. He's an idea.
And they threw a lot of like one ulti on him. That's not a lot, but
like if you look at Justin's health, right? That's 3.3k health.
Yeah.
I don't know if my math is right, but if you do 2%,
they threw a lot of ultis on him. NG throws ulti on him. Justin's gonna stand there and take it because he's so tank right now. Oh, and no detection. Nice detection by NG. Justin's gonna go down.
There he goes.
But they lose NG, bro.
He popped like the rest of them did, Kenny.
I think Radiant is fights here.
Wickets coming into play.
More silence.
Taka. Taka goes down. That's a big kill. This is a big kill for Dire.
Who needs big damage?
Jay has turned up.
What does the E-Blade do there? Like, he could have had his BKB and lived.
Jay has
that was a
turned
really
up.
weird fight. Like I thought Justin popped pretty damn quick there.
Nah, they went a lot for him though, and he just thought he's going to pay to them.
NG died.
Like, if you just rupture him, you just go for the rest of the team, and then, like, the Justin can't really chase and help.
Right? NG was kind of stood next to him.
I think if NG wants to man up on him, he has to go shit like SMY, Shard, BKB. I think if you had Blood Rage, like imagine if you had the Shard on him, and then you had a Blood Rage, he's actually lifestealing about 70 off Justin every hit.
Ray's thinking of going in.
Ray's always thinking going in.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
I think we can get the timing.
He doesn't know how to.
I don't think he doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they just need to rupture Justin and then go for the backline. Justin
So
can't really help them.
let's take stock of that game. You'd probably say that last team fight was won by team Milo. But so we've got Justin sitting on 18k net worth, 3.5k health, and moving, into his
last item.
Satanic, just waiting on. He's only got to get his Reaver from here. Drow's now moved into second net worth. She's picked up, already got the Lincolns and the Manta, and now queuing up a Butterfly. So her Deeps is going to come online after that. Taka's slipped into third position, and he's now about to get his BKB. But he's probably, you reckon he's one item behind now because of that E-Blade? Not behind, but you know what I mean.
Should have gotten a lot of kills.
If he had BKB that fight, it would have been way different.
Yeah, and NG's kind of really stuck on that first ultimate orb of his Skadi, so he's kind of really slowed down his progression. Net worth is kind of swung to a 3k lead.
He's gonna die again,
How the games swing.
I think the main issue is just that they've got no one to actually... Basically, everyone on the Dire's itemized or geared towards killing the supports, and no one's itemized towards taking on the cores.
Yeah. How do you deal with the Tiny now? What do you think? What would you change?
I think it has to come down to execution of the team fight. Like, it has to be like everyone wombos on the perfect Grim ult into Sand King ult into Blobshot and all that.
You just gotta kill him last. Just Grim ult and rupture them, and then kill the other three switchy guys. Stop trying to kill this big fat raid bot. Just kill his supports.
I think it's too late. I think Dire's won this.
Yeah, it's pretty hard now.
I'm not watching enough Rectum games. I'm sorry, friend.
Lots of throws.
A lot of our team are part of the Royal Australian College of Throwers.
Who recently earned the biggest throw from last game?
Jeez, it's too funny.
Secure a buyback.
It's pretty good kiting by Radiant, avoiding...
Ray's still being charged at the moment.
Oh shit, the Morph is getting sliced. Ah, thanks for playing. And Grimstroke dies with his ult still up.
Ray's gonna go as well. Oh no.
I think when Drow gets his items up, he does really well against Morph because Jay's ult basically ignores armor, and Wolf
I'm
is...
sorry, Jay. I should never have said anything about your Lincoln Sphere. Papa J always comes good.
I still think
Papa
J is better.
Yeah, I don't know. The Radiant doesn't seem to have enough damage to take them out at the moment. Oh, look, Justin's gonna get another kill. Charge straight in for Arthur.
No, I really
oh
wanted
no,
to,
Taka's.
no.
Oh, Taka managed to get away.
Get away.
Like a Hail Mary.
Yeah, he really went in for that E-blade. That was some freaking born supremacy shit there.
Born supremacy.
He really went back one.
Yeah, I don't know. So if you're Radiant right now, what are you thinking? What are you thinking to counter this other team at the moment? You have like a really big Drow now, a big Justin as well. What are you gonna do? What's the game plan? Any ideas?
You split them up, I think. Hit a huge wombo if you really wanted to high ground fight.
But I think it's telling when
hope
you
they
see,
throw high ground.
You see the Morphling trying sneaking through 3 heroes to just get an E-blade on the back line. They've kind of lost that really smooth coordination that they had not too long ago.
I think they fucked up their itemization. Yeah, super hard.
Oh no, NG got caught.
Oh, he's
BKB out.
All his BKBs being blown. It's a tragedy.
I just don't know why NG was hiding in the low ground there.
Trying to cut the wave. Look, Justin right now is so big that he'll just stand there and just hit the tower, and they can't do anything about it.
He's got Satanic as well now.
Well, both of them just slice through stuff, right? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Here comes the Grimald.
Grimald, capitalize now, double ravage. Ray, come in with your ulti. Nice. Oh, straight into Milo's ulti as well.
They burn so much, and he's...
Yeah. Look at Justin's, how fast he recovers his health. Just like 2-3 hits.
I think that's GG.
Wow, can you see that? That's fantastic. You gotta give props to Team Milo there. Like, it was looking really fucking grim, right? Like,
yeah, sketchy.
Well done, boys. Well done, everyone. Say Dota was the real winner. 35-minute games.
I think
Maybe
it's NG's
turning over a new leaf. New year, new clan.
New clan. New guild.
I was gonna say, I think Milo's been playing pretty well too, right? Like those ults have been...
Disruptor's pretty good. Who would you say the MVP of this match is?
I think it's gonna be Justin, right?
Yeah. I was thinking, Justin.
Game.
He's got big enough. They really can't do anything.
I mean, other teams aren't gonna pull this off because like Justin just finds a way, right? That man will never be.
I think the same thing you can say about Jay as well. If you leave Jay long enough, he'll farm and come back massive and just destroy your team. You constantly have to put pressure on him, otherwise he'll find a way.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the thing Justin does is really impressive.
Deleted.
He finds the farm and he doesn't really, just
Justin has a really good understanding of the game. I think that's GG. They've caught it.
Yeah.
GG. Well played, Team Justin. Redeemed yourself after game 1.
Series of a 1-all line. That's ridiculous.
Gee. Oh.
What a game. Well played. Any last comments before we end the stream?